Howdy folks, welcome to Terry Family Adventures, and today we're drinking clear stuff, and we're going to go change the brakes on a Ford Focus, show you how to do it.
Terry Family Adventures.
Alright folks, well we're here at this 2009 Ford Focus, and we're going to be changing the brakes on it. First things first, loosen up your lug nuts, and then jack it up off the ground. So now that we got our tire off and the train has gone by and hopefully isn't ruining any more of my video, we have to take and compress this caliper back together to relieve the pressure off of these two bolts right here that need to come out. And we'll do that with the C-clamp. Now you really don't have to push very hard or very far, just kind of until it moves. You're going to want to give it nice easy pressure, because you want to make sure that the fluid cap is off of the top up there, because we're pushing the brake fluid back into the reservoir. And so you don't want to, if you go too fast, it's going to just spray out of there and spill out on the ground. So you just got to give it a little bit. Oh, that didn't even take that much. Just nice and slow, just enough to get the pressure relieved. And then we'll take, we need a 14mm socket. We'll go ahead and get these out of there. And now you don't want to let this caliper just hang by its own weight on this. You could damage the line, and that'd be bad. And so I use a bungee cord. I've seen people use lots of different things to take and just to hold this caliper up. Just kind of out of the way there. Let's see if I can get it out of the way of the camera. So now that the caliper's out of the way, if you do have problems with those bolts, these nuts right here are 17mm, at least that's what I've been told. And so you can take a box wrench and put it on there to hold this side in case the whole thing just starts spinning, so that you can get the nuts out. Same thing when you're putting them back in. If it just starts to spin out on you, you just go ahead and put a 17 on there, and it'll hold it into place. So next you get these brake pads out of here. They're just going to pop right on out. I had no problems. And now that the brake pads are out, there's these little clips, one on the top here. one on the bottom. You're gonna, lots of the brake pad kits come with new clips, some of them don't. You're gonna want to clean these things up just the best that you can, and the surface that they mate to, just to give, because the clearances on your brakes is pretty tight, and so you're going to want to take and make it so that it's as easy as possible to put these things back in. And so I'm going to pull these off. I have a wire brush. I'm a brake parts cleaner, and we're going to get these things cleaned up. From there, there's this hump right here is the part you really have to worry about, because that's the part where the brake pad kind of touches, and so that's where you need to have it slide the best. And so that's the spot that's the clearance spot that's going to give you the most troubles. So make sure you get that clean. Alright, well, I've got the clips cleaned and reinstalled in there, maybe. And so when it comes time to put the brake pads in, this Ford says this little scratcher side goes on the leading edge, and the rotor turns this way, so that would put the leading edge on top. So they go in like this. I find that it's easier to put the side with the scratcher in first and then feed the bottom side in, but feel free to do it however you see fit, whichever way works best for you. I kind of wish this set would have come with new clips, because it makes this kind of a pain in the butt, because these clips have a little bit of rust on them and the clearances just aren't really what they should be, but we're gonna give it hell. Oh my heck. Alright, we're ditching the hat, and I gotta go get a little screwdriver so I can push that thing in there better. Alright, we're back with our little screwdriver. I'll put the top side in. Oh, look, there it goes. There it goes. All right. Like I said, the real answer is new clips. All right, so we're around on the outside here. This side's going to go in much easier, because it always does. See, the clips keep falling out. They said these clips are, you're not supposed to use them twice. they're supposed to be replaced. And so that's the problem that we're having right now, is the fact that they are supposed to be replaced and we didn't, because for some reason our kit didn't come with the new ones like it's supposed to. And what I'm doing right now is here on my screwdriver. I don't know if that'll ever focus. It's like a file. And so I'm using it like a file to file off some of the rust that's a problem. And give her a spritz of the old good stuff. There we go. Got it. And that's the end of the glove. But we're pretty much the end of the job here. Because at this point, the only thing we have to do is grab our caliper here. Let's get my bungee cord out of there. Let's see if we can get this on here. Nope. So what we'll have to do is we'll take one of the old brake pads. I'm going to set it in there, and then I'm going to take the clamp and we're going to finish pushing that caliper all the way in. Remember, nice and easy. We don't want to push all the fluid out onto the ground up there. And then we'll take and we'll put our bolts back in. Now the proper torque spec for these is 21 foot-pounds. And so we'll always torque everything down to the proper torque. As safety first. Safety fourth is what I normally say, but safety first today, because brakes is not something to joke around with. And then that's all we have to do. We'll put our tire back on. We'll torque them down to 100. We'll pump up the brakes. We'll close up the reservoir. And we'll take it for a test drive. We've got our tire back on. We've got our lug nuts torqued to 100 foot-pounds. We just have to close up this reservoir here. Oh wait, we got to start it up. We got to pump up the brakes. This will go down, and then we'll... Actually, we could probably just close it up right now. Oh, no, we can't. But That right there is how you change the brakes on a 2009 to, I think it's 2012 Ford Focus. Thanks for watching.